Yo fellas, how we doing? Hope we're doing good. Welcome back to the channel. We've got UFC Serbia this weekend. I'm just going to put a little warning out there. I'm only doing main and co-main predictions for this fight card, sorry. So you came here looking for a Robert Valentin 25-minute breakdown on his calf kicks. You came to the wrong place, guys, alright? Let's get straight into it. The co-main, which is Jan Blachowicz versus Navajo Sterling. Legendary Polish bar versus the Zestfest, that is CKB, City Kickboxing. I've been chopping and changing my mind, guys, on who I think's going to win this fight. Navajo Sterling obviously coming in on short notice. Obviously this fight was meant to be Bogdan Guskov, Jan Blachowicz, but Guskov wanted to go stink up the main event in Abu Dhabi last weekend instead. I've been watching back a lot of tape from both these guys, trying to come to a decision, guys. And I haven't even come to a decision yet, so I'm just going to talk through it and hopefully I've reached a decision by the end. One thing about Jan Blachowicz, he's crafty as fuck. Like, the guy's, what, 42 years old. And the thing about Jan, he does the simple stuff so right. He's got lovely straight shots, lovely jab, very good leg kicks. He puts good pressure on as well, good footwork. Like, this thing about Jan Blachowicz, he does the simple stuff so good. And I was watching about the Carlos Ulberg fight from last year, and he's like, it was a boring fight, but Jan kept him at range. Carlos Ulberg couldn't land any power shots at all on Blachowicz, which I think is the first opponent Carlos Ulberg's faced that he hasn't been able to do that in. Jan just kept him at bay the whole time, using the leg kicks, using the jab. And especially watching that fight back, because obviously Navajo Sterling is also a CKB guy, and also is the same size and frame as well, likewise to Carlos Ulberg. So I thought that's quite a good representation of what this fight could end up looking like. And Jan's key to victory in this fight, personally, I think, is using his jab, using his leg kicks especially, and just keeping Carlos Ulberg at bay. Don't let him close the distance. Even though the Jan's going to be a shorter guy here, I think he's the one that has to keep control the distance in this one. I think Navajo Sterling's actually better when he gets up close and starts letting his hands go a little bit in the clinch and stuff like that. Jan's better when he's keeping his opponents at range and using his straight shots, his leg kicks, and maybe the crafty head kick that he throws just to keep him at range and land his shots from a distance. Navajo Sterling, I've always thought this, since he came into the UFC, I've never been quite sold on the guy. Like, obviously, he's got a lot of backing because he's from CKB. It's a very famous gym. They've got the likes of Adesanya, Dan Hooker, Kaikar France, Carlos Ulberg. You know, these big names. Produced a couple of champions. You know, so it's obviously he's from a good gym, and I don't know. I'm not sold on him, guys. I'm not sold on him. I don't know. From what I've seen, especially his last fight of, like, was it Kutalaba? Like, his best. This is a massive step up, guys. Think about it. He's going from the likes of Bruno Lopez and Kutalaba to Jan Blachowicz. It's a massive step up. I mean, especially on 2 weeks' notice as well. But, like, he is the younger guy. Jan is 42 years old, and Navajo Sterling, he's young. He's in his 20s. He could catch Jan, or just push a pace on Jan Blachowicz. But Navajo Sterling, I'm just not sold on the guy. I mean, he had to come back from adversity in his last fight with Kutalaba. Nearly got submitted in the first round. Was in a submission for probably about a minute and a half. Managed to get free, and then land his power shots. And Kutalaba just quit and sat against the fence and just quit. Most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Against Bruno Lopez, the fight before that, just completely bullied him the whole fight. Took him down, landed ground and pound, and that was it. But he's got nice striking. Navajo Sterling got good boxing. The thing I do find about him, he is a little bit slow. Like, he can be a little bit hesitant when he throws his punches. Like, he comes when he closes the range. He throws these kind of long leaping hooks and leaves his chin open. Jan could have him all day with a jab. Just the straight shots down the pipe could catch Navajo Sterling all day here. I'm not sold on Navajo Sterling, and I think if he was gonna beat, how does this make sense? I think he could beat Jan Blachowicz, but I don't think he could beat many other guys that are a lot lower ranked than Jan Blachowicz. Like, for example, I think he gets slimed out by Volkan Ozdemir, whereas I think he could beat a Jan Blachowicz. It's one of them. I just think because the age, obviously Jan's inconsistent, he's injury prone. This is Navajo Sterling's best chance to get into the top 5 of the light heavyweight division by fighting someone like Jan Blachowicz. So I understand completely why he's taking this fight on short notice. But I just do worry about his striking. He is a bit clumsy. He is a little bit clumsy when he's striking. He does leave himself open. He throws these, like, long, slow hooks, and I feel like you get yourself into trouble against someone like Jan Blachowicz. He's not going to let you close the distance, and he's just going to pop you with the jab the whole time. The jab, the leg kick, throw the high kick. He's just going to keep you at bay and do the simple stuff so well that I think It might be just an easy day for Jan. Every time Sterling comes in with them big hooks, he just pops him. You know what I mean? But with the jab, the crafty but. And I just think I think personally, this is either going one of two ways. It's a Jan masterclass, schools him for 3 rounds, or Navajo Sterling catches him. Catches him, hurts Jan bad, puts him away maybe early on. I think the longer this fight goes on, I'd actually go with Sterling. Maybe, potentially, actually, just as the younger guy, probably got more in the gas tank. But Jan is crafty as fuck though. Guys, honestly, I can't decide. I'm going with Jan Blachowicz. Yeah, we're Jan Blachowicz enjoys on this channel. I'm going with Jan Blachowicz to defeat whatever this S-Fest is over here. I've got nothing against Navajo Sterling anyway. I'm just being rude now. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jan Blachowicz to get this one done. I think he's gonna win this by decision. I think Jan's way he's gonna win is do the simple stuff right, your jab, leg kicks, stuff like that. Keep him at bay. And I don't think Navajo Sterling will be able to land anything too clean on Blachowicz. Like I said, that Carlos Ulberg fight is a very good representation of what this fight could be like. Blachowicz didn't get caught many times, if not at all, by any clean power shots from Ulberg. He was only getting hit with leg kicks, jab here and there, maybe the right hand every now and again. That was it, really. Jan did really well to stay out of range with Carlos Ulberg. I think the same will happen here. I'm going to go Jan Blachowicz by decision on this one. Moving on, we've got the main event. Uros Medic versus Daniel Rodriguez. D-Rod's back after coming out of that Mexican prison for after 8 months. This is weird matchmaking. This is really fucking weird matchmaking. Uros Medic knocks out Jeff Neal in about a minute and a half. One of the nastiest knockouts of the year. Calls out Leon Edwards. Everyone's thinking, you know what I mean? He calls out Leon Edwards straight after the fight. You're thinking, that's a great fight to make. It's a great call out. Well, he just knocked out the number 12 guy, Uros Medic, and then giving Leon Edwards like what, number 8, number 9? That's perfect matchmaking. It's a big name as well, former champion. And then this fight gets announced. Got D-Rod's coming off a year layoff since he last fought. I want nothing against D-Rod. Fair enough for him taking this fight and taking a risk, but I don't understand this matchmaking. They've surely got to offer this fight to like 2 or 3 guys. They surely offer this fight to Leon Edwards and he turned it down or something. There's no way Uros Medic versus D-Rod was like their first choice for a main event. Surely not. Either way, I'm going to go with Uros Medic in this one by finish in the 2nd or 3rd round. And I've been watching a lot back of more of Daniel Rodriguez because Uros Medic, the guy either gets knocked out or gets knockouts. There's really not much tape to watch back on him. But D-Rod, I was watching about the fight of Kevin Holland that he had last year. It was actually his last fight, about July last year. And D-Rod, he is good and he is crafty. I think overall he's got a better skill set than Uros Medic. I think he can take the fight to the ground. He's good on the ground, D-Rod, compared to Medic. And I think he's an overall more well-rounded fighter compared to Medic. But the thing that worries me about D-Rod, he's got really clumsy striking sometimes. Sometimes he's really slick. He keeps his hands nice and close to his chin. He's jabbing, his leg kicking. He's setting up all his strikes with his all his punches with his leg kicks. And he's like really composed. And other times he just, especially like against Kevin Holland, and even when he fought Ponzinibbio, the guy that Sam Patterson just fought. He just gets so clumsy. The minute he lands one good shot, he starts throwing these just crazy hooks, and I could just see Medic just like getting caught by D-Rod chasing after him, Medic just countering him, bam, and just catching him. Like, he gets so clumsy, D-Rod, when he's trying to chase an opponent around the octagon. And I could see Medic sliming him out, but I think Medic's only way to victory is by finishing this one. I think if it goes to a decision, I think D-Rod would have done enough to win. I think D-Rod's, I don't know if Medic, we know what Medic is about. He's either, in a way, kill or be killed fighter. I don't think he's ever been past first. I don't think he's ever been to a decision before in the UFC. D-Rod hasn't got a finish in a while, I don't think, but like I said, he's the more well-rounded fighter. He does. I'll say one thing I noticed: D-Rod does look a little bit weak to the body. He's a little bit like Fluffy Hernandez in middleweight. He's a little bit, he's got a bit of that puppy fat still. And Medic has got a nasty teep to the body. It's rapid. He used it a couple times against Jeff Neal right before he knocked him out, just to keep Jeff Neal at bay. It's fucking rapid. It's nasty. And if he can land a few of them to D-Rod, and D-Rod likes to throw teeps as well, but Medic is rapid compared to D-Rod's. If you can land a few of them as D-Rod's coming in, I think D-Rod's going to start to field him. Maybe start breaking him down from there and lands a shot to put D-Rod away. But this is a weird main event. Terrible matchmaking. Medic is the favourite here. Obviously, home territory in Serbia. Crowd's going to be massively behind them. I wouldn't put it past D-Rod to take this to a decision and pull an upset. Pull like a 48-47 decision, close fight. But I think Medic will get a finish in this fight. I think he'll get second or third round finish over D-Rod. I can see D-Rod rushing in, getting caught, getting clipped, and Medic finishing with ground and pound. Medic is very powerful. He's very explosive, great counter puncher. And when he has you hurt, it's done. I'm going to go with Uros Medic to win this one, boys, by TKO in the second or third round. And big things from next if he gets this one. You surely got to give him a top 10 opponent if he wins this. I mean, knocking out Jeff Neal and D-Rod, top 10 opponents needed straight after that. And that's it, boys. I told you, I'm only doing main and co-main this video. And it's an alright card, but there's just a lot of fighters making their debut. I can't be asked to delve into the depths of the women's regional scene to look at 3 or 4 guys making their debut. You know, I can't be asked to do that. But these are my predictions for UFC Serbia for the main and co-main. Cheers for watching, boys. Also, check out the TikTok. If you haven't already, I post clips from my YouTube on there. I'm going to start uploading separate videos on there as well. It's the same tag, at MMA Delayed on TikTok. Please follow me over there. Cheers, boys. Thanks for watching. Peace.